by all means, go ahead. But yeah, that's all I have. For you guys that are in earnings swings, just remember to consider IV. We'll go from there. Please explain snow to me. Oh, come on, NVIDIA. Don't go break 150. I'm going to pull it off my screen so it'll listen to me. What do you want me to explain about snow? I mean, they had earnings yesterday. It's up a ton. I don't know exactly what they missed. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the snow earnings, like, fundamental wise. I just saw that the stock was up. So if they missed, I would think that maybe they didn't miss by as much as people may have been expecting. I don't know. But at the end of the day, one of the things I learned from being on a trading floor is the stock doesn't lie. So no matter what you think should happen, the market doesn't care, and it's going to go wherever the stock wants to go, right? If I'm like, well, Apple had really good earnings, it should be up. Well, apparently it didn't. Apparently, most people. Okay, so they didn't miss earnings. I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen things miss and go up that high before. I don't think, but that being said, they beat and guided up, so that would make sense to me. Mastermind, are you sure they missed? Let's see what's next here. What did I miss? Yeah, 100%, right? The stock chart doesn't lie. I would love for NVIDIA to like spell out my name on the chart and then go from 150 to 200 today and then say, Ethan, buy me right now. But no matter what I want for it to happen, that doesn't mean it's going to do it, Yeah. It's no miss nothing. Okay. Well, Mastermind, it sounds like you may have read some fake news on snow. Yeah, Mr. Happy, that is true. I added a square yesterday. Nice. I think that was a pretty decent dip buy. I added a little bit as well, but so just on the whole snow swing that I'm in, that some of you guys may be positioned in. The biggest thing I'm looking for this week is not necessarily like a huge run. I want to see this close above $90 by close tomorrow. That'll be one of the first weekly closes above 90 in 2 years. And I think that would solidify a breakout. So that is one of the main things that I am hoping for by close tomorrow. I'm new to all this. I've done like 1 to 2 trades watching Chris saying, should we buy as an option call with a stop loss? Yeah. So, I mean, obviously you always want to have a stop loss, Angel. I don't know if you've ever been to these before, but I'm literally going to tell you when I'm buying and when I'm selling. So I have the 150 calls up for NVIDIA expiring tomorrow, and I will tell you exactly what I'm doing. It's completely up to you whether you want to buy or sell with me. You can do obviously whatever you want, but I am telling you guys what I'm doing. So, Ethan, do you have a moment to translate what you said with NVIDIA to NVDX? I mean, yeah, sure. We got 3 minutes here. NVDX. Guessing this is a 2-time leverage. Yeah. So look, I mean, at the end of the day, chart wise, I don't know that it's going to be exactly the same, but I would again just I'm looking for the same deal here. I want to see a dip on NVIDIA, so I would think you would want to see a dip on NVDX, maybe to like $19.50, and then I'm looking for a new high, pre-market high. So, I don't know what contracts you would want to trade, possibly like the 20.5 calls or maybe the 21 calls. I don't know. I'm going to be focusing on NVIDIA. So, I'm not trying to be like critical here at all, but I've never traded NVDX, so I don't know exactly how it would trade. But I don't know that NVIDIA will be too expensive, but I'll be buying 180 calls. Okay, which are we talking about for swing? I want to buy some for today. I am in Square 100 calls for January 17 expiration and Meta 600 calls for December 27 expiration. But I did buy Meta when it was at 550, and it's at 570 now. So definitely a different trade buying in here. And Square is kind of still where I entered. So what do you think? MSTR has been going absolutely nuclear with Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys saw, but like I think it was last week, maybe the week before, they bought $4.8 billion in Bitcoin in one single day. So a lot of people, institutions that may not be able to buy Bitcoin, they buy MSTR because it's basically like going long Bitcoin. So I don't know. What do I think about MSTR? I think that it's just been going absolutely insane. Oh my God, it's at 550. I mean, it just hasn't stopped. So I'm iffy on trying to trade that higher every single day. I would say that the biggest reason MSTR has been going crazy is because Bitcoin's been going crazy. So if you're looking to trade that, then that's what I want you to be paying attention to. So yeah, we got 50 seconds here until the market open. So just to make things clear, once more, 150 calls NVIDIA. I will not be buying the first candle of the day if this thing rips straight through 150. It's going to break my heart, but my rules are my rules. And the only reason for success sometimes is when you can stick to your rules. So you guys can do whatever you want, but I am not buying a green candle right through 150 to start the day. So 20 seconds here, NVIDIA, 150 calls, get those ready. And let's get into it. Five seconds. Wow, contracts are actually pretty cheap. 149 here. Again, I would love to see like 148 on this. I want to see more of a dip. Come on, NVIDIA, more. Market's selling off here too. Good. IV is trying to come down. Again, I'm not chasing this, guys. It's going to pain me to see this go straight through if it does, but I have no interest. IV is actually 170% right now. Well, there it goes. I can tell by my alerts going off. 150. Massive wall there, over 1 million. This is an easy trap, guys. I have no interest in chasing this. Contracts are from 220 to 3. Pretty decent gain there. Sucks, but I'm not chasing it. This is where, to me, there's a very easy chance for them to trap. A lot of people chasing this off the open. That was like no pullback. Yeah, no, Pookie, I would have loved to do that, but man, it's just gonna go without us. Kills me. This is what it is. I'm sticking to my rules, guys. Not gonna chase that. So now what I'm looking for is for this to kind of pull back and hold. Jeez, man, $4 a contract. That just breaks my heart. 152 contracts for 420, 425. All right, so what I'm looking for now is going to be a pullback to around 150, guys. I'm not going to be just trying to buy on this rip. You have to try to control your emotions here. Like I said, it sucks. Of course, I wanted to be in that trade, but to me, it doesn't make sense to just completely force that when we saw probably like a 50-cent pullback there off the open. So let's see what this does. I want to see a pullback here. This could easily come back down, break back under 150, and then tank. So I would say most of the time when you see something that's gapped up pre-market and you get no pullback off the open, it's an easy chance for people to start trapping. I'm going to switch to the 155 calls, I think. Those are $1.50. I would like to see, again, this pullback. IV is trying to come down as well. Nice little pullback to 151, about a $2 pullback there in 1 minute. 155 calls are $1.20. So this is where I want to see buyers try to hold this at 150. Looks like they are. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, I mean that was the main reason I didn't chase that, Gio, you know. It sucks. I mean, even if we could have forced that trade, I mean, it would have been awesome. That was like 100% in 2 minutes. Would have been a great trade. But again, IV crush, I think the chances, I mean, look at this. This came right back down. If this thing breaks under 150 and then breaks low a day, it could be a pretty aggressive sell-off. So just trying to be careful here. Always best to be safe. That's IV crush for you, RB. 150 here. I don't want to see them break it under that, but they easily could. Like I said, guys, this is a perfect environment for them to trap people trying to chase this long. There you go, back under 150. 149 coming in. I'm staying away. So now this gives us a chance to let IV settle, right? I mean, we didn't get involved off the open. It's totally fine. Who cares? Wow, Meta took a big dip. And now we just wait. If this wants to just completely nosedive here, which I think it may, it's totally up to the market, right? So we will see what happens here. Tesla, pretty nice little pop there. I might switch to Tesla here if NVIDIA completely dies. Tesla looks like it's one of the strongest ones. We are still $5 from 350, but you know, there's no IV problems with that right now, which is good. So let's just see here. So we finally got our pullback on NVIDIA, right? I'm totally fine with that. We're seeing futures dip pretty hard here. SPY has already dropped about $3 since the open. Meta is coming all the way back to 563 now. We opened up about 570. So a lot of things are pulling back, right? Like I said, you guys probably thought I was crazy, but a lot of the times when you see a bunch of things gapped up in the morning, that's like a perfect time for, I mean, think about anyone who bought shares or call options yesterday for NVIDIA, right? And NVIDIA opens up 150. What are they doing? Are they buying more? No, most people are going to be selling. Most people are going to be taking the profits, right? So that's why I didn't chase that opening move. I mean, we're getting the pullback now after a $3 push, but I mean, look at the 150 calls now. They're back to $2. They went from 2 to 4.5 all the way down to back to $2. So we'll see what this thing does. Market pretty big dip here. So just gonna try to be patient with this one. We're down to that 148 level that I wanted, but I mean, guys, take a look at NQ. I'll send a quick screenshot here into the Discord. I mean, this just totally tanked here. That's NQ for you. Meta's down at 560. I mean, nosedive off the open here. So as much as I would have loved to catch that opening trade, this is what I was trying to avoid. So that's why I stayed away from it. I hope you guys took my advice. Under 147 here. We're starting to drop. Yeah, I mean, guys, Pookie was actually a great example today, right? He made his quick 30% and took it. A lot of people that are new to trading are like, oh my God, NVIDIA is just going to keep going higher. And then they don't take profits. Next thing they know, you're down 50% right now. Those 150 calls are $1.30. Look how quick that happened. I mean, we're what, 7, 8 minutes into the day? You could have been up 100% and then down 50% in a blink of an eye. Angel, I'm not going to just blindly dip buy this now. I think if I saw a dip off the open, that would have given me a good chance to try to dip buy it. But now I have a feeling that maybe we just continue lower. We'll see. I don't want to see this go much lower because I would love to trade this back up near the highs. But, like I said, a lot of the times when things gap up, there's going to be a pullback. Meta is getting destroyed here, guys. Look at this. Could give us a chance to add to that swing finally. I don't know. I mean, jobless claims comes out an hour before the open. So I don't know that that's a reason that the market's falling because that would have happened, an hour ago. But I just think a lot of things are up, and I think you're just seeing profit taking across the market, pretty much. I'm going to set an alert here at Meta under 556. Squares holding 90 pretty well. I like to see that. Let me see here. Let me see. Tesla, big sell-off. That sucks. Well, as exciting as I thought today would be, we're just seeing a nosedive here across the market. So be smart. Be smart here. Snow is strong. Let me take a look. Yeah, there's been no pullback on that. I have no interest in chasing that. I mean, that was a huge move on earnings, and maybe right now is where they're going to pull it back. But I would rather focus on NVIDIA at the moment. Nice, Maynor. 170 to 2. Pretty solid. What's that, about 20%? Yeah, I know. It does disappoint me that we didn't get to catch that, but at the end of the day, my job is to keep us safe and give us quality trades, not to try to force things and walk into a casino every morning. Yeah, Meta got smacked here. I may even consider adding to Meta on this dip. That's a pretty aggressive move down. Still up 50% on those almost, but I think this kind of makes sense. I mean, that was a pretty solid move. Seeing a little bit of a buy up here on NVIDIA. Again, I think NVIDIA is completely in play here. We needed to see something like this. So we're above 147, 150, not that far. All-time highs is now going to be 152.89. Just staying patient here, guys. Just staying patient. No need to be stressed out. Let the market do whatever it wants. I'm either going to trade. Wow, Chag. I love that, dude. I love that. That's awesome. That's huge. Great job. Meta making new lows. NVIDIA rolling back over, the market rolling back over. Yeah, Chad, you owe me a beer, even though I had no help in that trade for you. A pitcher. 557 here on Meta. I think I'm going to go ahead and add one Meta contract to my swing here, guys. Trying to get a $7 fill on that. Not filled yet. Square not doing a whole lot, not dropping off too hard, which is good. But for anyone that was interested in that Meta swing, again, my first buy was at 550 and they're at 725 now. So again, I am kind of averaging up, which typically isn't something that I like to do. But considering we just dropped about $12, I'm looking to take advantage of that. My fill is now 630. I may regret that, but again, when I see things that are a little overextended, I want to take advantage of them. Already bounced here about $1. All right, so again, NVIDIA at 150 calls. I'm going to have those up just in case. I think 155 calls. Yeah, no, Chag, I think you're done, dude. I think you're done. There's no point in you trying to force another trade, dude. I mean, I am so happy for you. Take that money and slam that laptop shut. Smile, celebrate, and then erase it from your mind. Time began. Good, guys. For you guys that made some money on some earnings swings, I'm happy for you. Earnings are very tough to trade, so if you made money, get out of here. Yeah, that's a good question, Pookie. How much were you guys risking? Chad casually up 200%. Meta almost back to 560. I would like to see a recovery in the market. I do think that was a little bit of an aggressive sell-off. The NVIDIA did bounce a little bit, but it is struggling to go higher. It's struggling here at 147. So, what's up, Josh Williams? You bought 100 NVIDIA stock this morning. Nice. Remember, you are buying at all-time highs, but again, I think we can all agree NVIDIA is not going anywhere. Yeah, no, Chag is as cool as a cucumber when it comes to being up a ton. So, I'll say it again. Of course, I'm a little disappointed we didn't get a trade on NVIDIA as of yet. Obviously, I wanted to get that, in the first 10 minutes. It would have been beautiful. But I am just going to sit back and wait. I'm going to let the market do whatever it wants to do. It looks like some things are kind of making a bottom here. Meta's not bouncing too hard, but it's also not continuing to sell off as hard as it was. I mean, that was a really aggressive sell-off. 570 down to 557 in a matter of 10 minutes. NVIDIA is not moving anywhere right now, so I do think that maybe we're kind of creating a little bit of a bottom here, which I like. So all I'm looking for now, the first thing I notice here is volume is low. So, I'm not mad that volume has kind of died out, but I want to see volume increase if this thing does end up bouncing. You're in Tesla. Yeah, that did bounce pretty nicely there. Maybe we get 350 on Tesla today. I don't know. But overall, what I'm looking for is going to be a strong recovery here in the market. Zoom earnings are coming out. I thought they may. Are they pre-market Kiwi or are they after hours today? Tesla's moving up well. NVIDIA back to 148. Again, volume's low. Waiting to see some aggression here. I do have the 150 calls ready, but the 155s are okay. Those just lost a lot of value with their 50 cents. Zoom earnings. Oh, okay, on Monday. Okay, well, I'll get into that here in a little bit. Let me focus on what's going on right now. Above 148, trying to get above VWAP here on NVIDIA. Let's see what happens. We could easily just roll right back over, guys, to low a day. So I don't want y'all to try to force anything too crazy here. Be smart, be patient. Remember, the market doesn't make you buy or sell, right? You have full control. So either you're going to let the market dictate what you do, or you're going to be in control and you're going to trade what you want. I'm looking for specific things, and until I see those, I could not care less what happens here. Think about it as in, why would a red or green line on a screen force me to buy or sell? All right, well, NVIDIA not doing a whole lot, guys. I am starting to get a little intrigued by Tesla. This is one of the stronger names here. I mean, this thing is ripping. This is kind of a bigger opening range break. I'm going to keep an eye on NVIDIA, but I do think I may switch my focus to Tesla for the next few minutes here. I mean, this thing is ripping. See, high a day, 347. Market's starting to make a beautiful recovery here. Latvian, I know you're in early. Things are looking good. Wow, look at Tesla here, about to make a new high. Jeez. See, high a day, 347.40. About 40 cents away from that. Be patient. Be patient, guys. NVIDIA is sitting right above 148. That's good. Tesla's still chugging along here. Wow. Starting to reject a little bit. This could easily be a double top. We're seeing the market start to roll over a little bit as well. Wow, new high, Tesla. Starting to move here. Let me check out the wall at 350. I mean, 350 has been a level that I've wanted to play for quite some time. There's a wall at 348 and about a $250,000 wall at 350. Very interesting. NVIDIA's slowed down a lot. We hit 347 and 99 cents here, 5 cents away. Not going to be too surprised if that pulls back. I'm trying to be patient with Tesla. I don't want to force this, guys, as much as I would like to be in that. I mean, that's a huge recovery with no pullback. So that just leaves a lot of risk on the table. Meta, not much of a recovery. So I'm a little disappointed at that, considering that the overall market had a pretty solid recovery after that sell-off. So to me, that's interesting. Square is holding 90. So for y'all that are interested or at least following those swing trades, that's what I'm noticing here. MSTR is pulling back. Bitcoin's at 98,000. I'm just letting the market do whatever it wants to do right now, guys. I don't care. Until I see exactly what I want, I have no interest in just forcing random trades. Right now, to me, the action is on Tesla. NVIDIA pulled back, 147, about to start falling. Yeah, border house. NVIDIA under 147 now. Tesla pulling back here. Okay, I'd like to see that. Just a little bit of a pullback on NQ. Things are crazy right now. Just be smart. No reason to force anything right now. Who cares? Who cares what happens? I'm watching the video like a hawk to it. Yeah, me too. It needs to get going. Little buy up here on Tesla. I'm waiting for NVIDIA to show me some life here. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I can agree with that, Pookie. I want to see this really start moving. I think to like 149 is where I'd be comfortable start getting involved again. I mean, that 150 break could have been lights out, and just didn't play out how I wanted it. Tesla, nice little pullback here. I like to see this kind of back into VWAP, back into 344, 345. Not mad at that at all. Pullback right here in a VWAP. Look at that. Look at that aggressive pullback. Market starting to roll over as well. NVIDIA starting to drop here. Might break 146. Meta trying to go for low a day. I love that Square is not really moving, but Square typically isn't a super volatile name. MSTR dropping pretty hard. Bitcoin's not doing a whole lot. That's kind of interesting to me. It's an interesting spot here for Tesla, guys. Pookie, hypothetically, if that happened, right? Let's say that this dude actually gets in there and he blows up the stock exchange. Is the market closed that day? Yeah, okay, that'd be my guess. That may have been a stupid question, but I mean that would be because I don't know if that would completely crash the market or if they just halt everything. I'm a little interested here in Tesla. We held VWAP pretty nicely. This to me is one of the strongest names this morning. I would be interested around 348 for a possible scalp here up to 350. I do have the 350 calls ready and kind of loaded up here in case I do want to get in this. I want to see some aggressive buying up into this high a day here, and I may take this. Yeah. NVIDIA just going nowhere, man. I got up earlier than typical, excited, 2 cups of coffee. I mean, I was ready to go. And and now it's that was pretty anticlimactic. Tesla's starting to struggle a little bit here. I want to see them hold VWAP. I would like to see the market end up bouncing. Yeah, next week, holiday week, things will probably be pretty slow. Duco, apparently all you got to do is just follow Chag and you can retire early. Come on, Tesla, hang on here. I want to see this thing pop. Market pulled back really hard, and Tesla not really. NVDA coming down 145. Tesla starting to give up VWAP here. Come on, I don't want to see that. Market's really pulling back now. So it does kind of hurt our chances for a day trade to the upside here if the market continues to pull back this hard. However, that will kind of give us entries, or not entries, but well, considering if you're in or not, on those swings I've been talking about. As much as I wanted an upside day trade, I look at Tesla, guys. This is stuff I want to see. Look at them buy that straight back up over VWAP. That interests me. I'm waiting for some buying here through like 346. This isn't a terrible spot. I mean, if you end up getting in here, 343 to me is a stop loss. Or even under 344, we're keeping it real tight. I'm waiting for this to pop. If I see some aggressive buying in a Tesla up through 346, I might take a small position on that, thinking that it'll break through the high of day. There is a wall at 348. So that could accelerate this. Then I think that 350 may be a target, but I also want to see a break through 350 because I think there's a breakout trade there back to 360. However, I'm definitely not holding that long, but not mad at what I'm seeing right now. Look at Tesla here. I mean, there is some buying attention here. Looking at these candlesticks, I like it. I mean, that doesn't mean there's a guaranteed chance that this goes up, but I'm liking the way they kind of pulled this back to VWAP. They're holding it here. Any sort of dip on these candles is getting bought up pretty nicely. We're seeing some good wicks here on the bottom side of these candles. I'm just waiting to see some buying really come into this and start pushing it higher. We're seeing dip buys, but not continuation buys. Any idea what happened to Meta? No, I don't. I haven't seen any news or anything on Meta. Just pretty big sell off is what it is. So SPY and NQ almost are at low of day now, and we're seeing Tesla kind of hang out here right at the opening price, which I like. So, I'm not going to try to early entry this, but if there is did I sell it off? I'm guessing you're talking about Meta. No, I haven't sold. I haven't sold any of my Meta. I actually added a little bit here at the first low of day around 556. But remember, I'm buying a month out expiration here and 2 months out on a Square. So trying to you don't want to micromanage swings like that on a 1 minute chart because you'll make short-term decisions on a long-term trade. I bought the 600 calls on Meta for December 27. Oh, Tesla. You're no fun today, I guess. NVIDIA low a day, 144. Yeah, 600 call. That's what I grabbed. I still think there's a chance on Tesla. I don't know. I don't want to see it go too much further. I would like to see the market bounce and this to really, really get going. And then I would look to trade that high a day up to 350. But today could easily just kind of be a bull trap. A lot of people long, a lot of people that have been kind of swinging things overnight, looking for these gap ups coming into the end of the week. Looks like there's quite a bit of profit taking right now. What are you looking for, Pookie? 342 on Tesla. Yeah, pretty decent pullback there on NVDA. NQ low a day, still SPY right at low a day. Either we're going to double bottom or we're going to rip through these lows and keep going. Wall at 170 on snow. Yeah, sure. Oh, sorry. I don't even need to pull that up. Let me watch Tesla here. Snow 170 wall. I'm seeing about, I don't know, what is that? 40, 50, 60,000 maybe. Nothing too crazy, but there is a wall there. Tesla's starting to get weak. There may not be any trade here on that. NVIDIA is still Apple's really getting hit this morning. Yeah, of course, Roland. Tesla pulling back here. Look at guys, check out Apple. I mean, I don't think this is stock specific. I mean, obviously the whole market is kind of pulling back here. So Apple down, Google down. Let's see here. Tesla pulling back in. What's Amazon up to this morning? Not a whole lot. Square is honestly doing okay. Yeah, Meta down. That's fine. I'm not looking for a day trade on Meta. I'd take advantage of dips like this. If I'm a swing trader and I see, extremely aggressive, let's say that I'm long and I see an extremely aggressive sell-off day, those are things that you can take advantage of. A lot of people freak out and panic. And really, I think the best thing to do there is to actually take advantage of those, because it may not be technical wise or stock related. It's just the overall market. Maybe there's some external factors like, we got this whole Biden saying yes to launching U.S. missiles into Russia from Ukraine doing that. I don't know, like little things like that. You can that pulls the entire market down quickly if you're fast enough. And yeah, that doesn't mean you just buy any sort of dip you can find, but little scenarios like that that you can take advantage of, and it makes that trade that much better. Meta 555 here. Apple 226, Tesla 342. Not very fun. Yeah, rip peanut. Square 91. Happy to see that. I got 6 contracts that Square swing at 347 average. So I'm break even here. I was looking at Apple 249 call outs for Jan 2025. That's an info from swimming pool. Yeah, I mean, Apple's Apple. It's not, unless there's some crazy news, it doesn't have any like crazy moves that are unexpected. So at the end of the day, Apple's a pretty stable company, I would say. So I don't know if that's a bull trade idea. I think that's going to be more of a question for him. It's not something I'm looking at personally, but he also kind of trades things differently than I do. Oh, not his idea. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I have a feeling like Apple's kind of been acting like it wants to make this move back to all-time highs, especially if you look on like a yearly chart. But it's just kind of been a little flat recently. Yeah, there's a nice chart from Boogie there. I think taking advantage of this, this low here and like on a bigger time frame isn't a terrible idea. If I was forced to do anything, I'd be a buyer, not a seller. But there's not a whole lot that I can frame for you there. Tesla trying to hold in this area. It kind of looks interesting to me. The market's struggling to make new lows. I want to see if things can recover here. I don't know. Not a whole lot going on right now. Tesla's starting to hold here pretty nicely. I do think this may be one of the first to bounce. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. 344. Popping here. Market bouncing. Right into VWAP. Market's still bouncing pretty strong. I do think 350 is in store for Tesla today, but we'll see. It's a pretty strong buy up there. I like seeing that. And NVIDIA, nice bounce there. Strong bounce here from the market. I'm keeping Tesla on watch. We are about 45 minutes into the day, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but I don't know. Through 347, I could see Tesla kind of ripping through high day and going for 350. Just kind of a weird day overall in the market here. I mean, we saw a huge sell-off, bounce, another sell-off, bouncing here again. You know, it's like it's clean chop, if that makes sense. It's not disgusting chop. There's barcode chop and then there's zigzag chop. I don't know, guys. It's kind of an anticlimactic day, unfortunately, but it's all part of the game. Strength pushing to NVIDIA, yes, at 145. Could easily see recovery today on some things, but I'm waiting to see if this could just get moving here. Come on now. Market's still pushing pretty well. Meta, pretty decent recovery here, about $4. 555 to 559. Square around high a day, 91 and a quarter. Tesla holding above VWAP here. I'm waiting to see if this is going to explode one more time. Yeah, SPY is trying to recover here. About 588 and a half all the way up to 590, 591. Yeah, Netflix has really been just ripping, which is insane. But Snow's still going. Interesting. Tesla pulling back on their VWAP. Looks like the market is trying to roll over here. A little bit of a buy up. I don't know. It seems like, life got taken out of the market here pretty quickly, but we are almost an hour in. So I'll probably stick around for another 10 to 15 minutes, guys. And then I got a full day ahead of me. But yeah, honestly, I'm pretty disappointed with the action today. The first 2 minutes were exciting, but other than that, I'm not super thrilled with what ended up happening. I was excited. I thought we were gonna get a freaking banger of a trade on NVDA, and it ended up kind of going slow. Yeah, but I'll monitor the market during the day. Thursdays are my days where I'm in a classroom pretty much all day, so nothing was bought today. No, I added to my swing trades, but other than that, no. Yeah, so this week I'm thinking that tonight, I don't know. I think I would like for everyone to pick a stock and give me where they would like to enter on a trade and why. I think that would be a good homework assignment for the night. It does sound delicious. Look at Square here doing pretty well. 91.60. That was a pretty good ad this morning. 347 average, sitting at 370 right now. On a on the Square swing, this looks this is acting how I would want to see here at $90. Like I said this morning, for y'all that are in that, the main thing I'm looking for here is going to be a close over $90 to tomorrow. I want to see a weekly candle close above $90 here because we haven't seen that. And the last time a candle closed above 90 was in May of 2022. So that's is that over 2 years? Yeah, it should be over 2 years, right? Like 2.5 years. So quite some time. To me, that solidifies a breakout here. And, we'll kind of bring more attention to this. So got one more day. I mean, kind of two because we're only about an hour in. But just, in case I don't bring it up again before Friday's close, that's what I'm looking for here. So to go to your coach program, is it included with your subscription I got with Chris, or it's separate? I don't know who Chris is. But yeah, I mean, if you get a premium subscription here, you get coaching included with that, if that's what you're asking, or you can just do coaching by itself. Premium will give you access to the other analysts here. Coaching will just give you access to one person if you just buy coaching by itself. Yeah, I don't know who Chris is. I mean, if he's not a trader in this chat room, then most definitely it wouldn't be included. But so yeah, Pookie's right on. Yeah, so I mean, look, there's thousands of guru traders out there. So I would say that 99% of them are fake. I don't really know Chris Sane. I don't have much to say about him, but if you're thinking that you can buy a subscription to Chris's Discord and you're going to get coaching with me included, I that's kind of beyond me. But we are happy to have you. I'm happy to work with you if you join my coaching corner. I would love to go toe to toe with Mr. Chris Sane. I think you're going to get a lot more out of this because it sounds like a lot of people have discords and they're the only guy, right? They're the face of a discord. Here there's what is there, 4 or 5 analysts. So not only are you paying to be around 4 or 5 different traders, um you're going to get access to so much more, I bet, for less price. So just let us know if you're interested, Angel. We'll get you set up. We'll show you around the chat room. There is a 5-day premium free trial though, so you can take a look at the chat. Boom, Pookie's right on. Good. We're thinking, great minds think alike, Pookie, right? So yeah, Angel, check out the 5-day free trial for premium. See if you like it, and I hope to see you soon in there. Nice, Gabriel. That's good. Snowflake. Ethan, are you keeping an eye on Hut at all? No, I don't know anything about Hut. What's going on? Why do you like it? Looks like it's been ripping lately. Trace, what are you looking at Hut for? BTC miner, okay, makes sense. Why it's been moving. Looks like it's down here today, coming into some support here on this $23 area. I like with Bitcoin. Yeah. So I mean, look, at the end of the day, like when I'm trading Tesla, NVIDIA, Apple, these big tech names, I'm watching the NASDAQ, right? I'm watching NASDAQ and SPY. So if I'm trading any sort of crypto company, what do you think I'm watching, right? The futures for these crypto companies is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum. So you want to see how, right, the I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say like the mothership, but you want to see how Bitcoin is doing, right? Because it's the biggest coin. When you think crypto, you think benchmark. There you go. Um, you want to see how that's moving compared to your companies, right? So one thing I noticed recently was Bitcoin continued to go higher, and Coin was actually struggling. Coin had some pullbacks in here when Bitcoin really didn't do anything. I mean, even look at today. I mean, we hit all-time highs today on Bitcoin, and wow, this is actually a pretty solid drop here. 20 points today. We opened at 330 and we're down at 300, so really a 30-point move, but only down $21 since yesterday close. So just things to look at, underlying asset. Yeah, I'm just blanking this morning, huh? I was blindly in love with NVIDIA and it cheated on me this morning, guys. Tesla at 340. Square pulled back a little bit. Meta pulled back a little bit. Yeah, I can agree, Snowflake, at least today. Well, I think today's probably coming to a close here, guys. We're almost at an hour in. I don't know that I have a whole lot of interest in trading anything else. I'll keep an eye on Meta. If that does end up coming much lower, then I think I'll take advantage of it. Tesla's near low a day, NVDA 142. So, I mean, honestly, a decent move on NVIDIA. I mean, a $10 high to low move so far. It isn't nothing, but fortunately couldn't take advantage of that today. So I think today was kind of a good lesson on just sticking to your rules, no matter how much you could have made or lost. It's always best to stick to them. So could I have just been a complete, gambler and just instantly bought a dip on Nvidia this morning? Sure. Would it have worked out? 100%. But I think that that creates bad habits. So Square coming down. Wow, Meta getting just crushed here. 552, 553 almost. Coin still falling off. Looks like SPY and NQ are going to lows. So tech earnings are pretty much done now. NVIDIA was like the last one. And things are starting to slow down. So if there's any last minute questions, guys, go ahead and ask away. If not, then I'm probably going to close up shop here and try to enjoy my last hour or two before I am in a classroom all day. If you need me, always, you guys can just at me in the chats to at Ethan. Tesla ripping here through lows of day. MSTR, wow, 450. We opened 550 and we're at 450. 100-point move on that. What do I study? I am a finance major. But I just do whatever I have to get out of here. I know, right? Yeah, so I went to the professor, Pookie, and I said, look, dude, I kind of gave him the whole spiel. Like, look, um, this is like the only class I think I wanted to take in college. What do I have to do? Can you just call like the head of the finance department and just throw me in this class? And he's like, Ethan, you're the first kid that's ever done this, but I had a kid before that wanted to get in one of my other classes, and unfortunately I have absolutely zero control. It's just it's like a logistics thing. You can't get forced or put into a class because it's not fair to other people, kind of thing. And I said, even if I took the hardest test you could possibly give me, and he's like, well, that would mean you don't need to take my class, Ethan, right? I know. I'm like, guys, I don't care, man. I'm gonna try for a little bit longer, but I've gone through 2 advisors. Both of them tell me, dude, I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do. Gone to the professor. He tells me there's nothing they can do. But I don't know. I know. I'm gonna have to pull the whole Wolf of Wall Street thing. I know. I'm about to start paying off the students to protest this class. But I don't know. He was very nice. He's just like, I'm sorry. I mean, you'd be a perfect student in my class, but there's nothing I can do. Yeah, begging to pay for a class. Whatever. Meta 551. I know, right? It's just whatever. It's pretty disappointing, but they can, you know what. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna get out of here. y'all have a good rest of the day. If there's anything else, ask it now. If not, I won't be at my desk much today, but I will have my phone with me. And I have class tonight for you coaching students with me at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure. Unfortunately, not my favorite day in the market, but it is what it is. So thank you, Pookie. There's my coaching link right there if you want to come to my lesson tonight and from now on. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I am going to now go sit in a classroom. So my day just gets better and better. All right. Bye-bye.